had this best friend, very close to me. We've been friends since childhood. We went to the same school together, from crèche to kindergarten and all that, to primary school and then junior high school, until Asabea had a boyfriend. And I didn't have one. So since we promised ourselves to marry the same day, so that means I had to get a boyfriend. And then she introduced her boyfriend's friend to me.
To you, okay.
Yes. So senior high school, we're doing boyfriend thing. Along the line, she asked if I was having sex with my boyfriend, if I was intimate with him. I said no, I wasn't. And she was like, girl, you are missing a lot. You are missing a lot. Do you know how fun it is? Because we promised ourselves we're going to break our virginity together. And then she has broken it, and she thought maybe I had.
You had broken yours too.
Yes, she has broken it and I haven't, so I have to. So I foolishly gave myself to those so-called boyfriend of mine. And unfortunately for me, I got pregnant. And Asabea disappeared.
Asabea disappeared?
She disappeared from then. So I came home and then she was in school. When she comes back from school, she behaves as if she doesn't know me.
Oh.
She stopped associating herself with me. She made new friends, found new best friend and all that. And I
because you became pregnant?
Because I was pregnant and I had given birth, and she didn't want to associate herself with me. Because people are going to say she's my friend and I've given birth. That means she's also sports like I am. One day I was walking like that. I was walking and I saw a car drive and stopped, and it was like she was buying something. I saw like, Asabea, is this you? It was like, hey Asabea, how Asabea, oh my God, look at you. What is wrong with you? I can't believe this. Why are you in this condition? That's what she said. As if, I don't know how I was looking like. I don't know what she saw. She was looking down on me. So I felt embarrassed.
But the levels are different, looking at where she's gotten to and what you were doing.
But as a friend and as a sister, she was not supposed to do that to me. Since she saw my condition and it wasn't that good, and that we've made a lot of promises to ourselves, she was going to at least help me, at least uplift me to a certain level, even if not her standard, at least a certain level.
For friendship's sake or old time's sake.
For old time's sake. Even she should at least remember our promise. She should have thought about it, but no, she did. She was always talking about her husband being a rich man, her husband staying abroad and all that, her husband buying her a house, a car and all that, always telling me about how successful she has become. So I really got angry, and I went to a traditionalist. Yes. Already I went there even before coming to see her, and so this is what we discussed. What do you want to do to your friend? And like, I don't want to hurt her. I just want her to come down to my level, just as we promised ourselves. She should just
wanted to reduce her from that to your level.
From whatever level she has reached to my level.
So you took the money she gave you?
She gave me from her hands.
From her hands?
Yes.
Wrote her name on it?
Wrote her name on it, her job.
And gave to the spiritualist?
And then we bent it. And then that was the beginning. She lost her job first then. Since she's my friend and I could get access to her anytime I want. When she went to the washroom, I went through her stuff. I took whatever was necessary, whatever I needed.
So you took what you had to take to where?
Back to the traditionalist, to the spiritual man. Again, then he did whatever incantations he had to do on it. And I brought it back to her. I tied her womb. And now she's jobless. She has no shops to talk about, no shops to brag about. Hey, I'm going to the shop, I don't have time. Hey, I'm busy. When you're lesbian, you can come and visit me at the shop and all that. She has none of it.
So she's lost her shops, she's lost her job?
Yes. And now her husband has sent her divorce papers.
Why?
Because for 7 years you can't give birth, and then he has been able to give birth with another woman. So he doesn't see the reason why he should be with her. Am I a bad person?
Right, Vibes in 5, Ghana's first social media celeb talk show. My name is Arnold. Elavanyo. You can always call me bro. You see me? Big shouts to the team, Eddie Dazekins. Big shouts to you, Legend, Brown, Sat, Vandy, Tomical, and Hawa. The conversation is about to go down. This is the face-off edition. With this edition, what we do is we allow you to tell your stories so that, you know, viewers or audience can have their input in what decision you should take. So usually our guests come back to read comments and they make notes. Most often than not, they get their answers from your comments. And so we thank you so much for always being there for us and for our guests, for them to be able to be getting solutions from you to a large extent. This story is a bit heavy. My guest goes by the name Asabea. Asabea has had a childhood friend. They lived together. They did almost everything together. They promised each other to be there for each other. But they got to a point, one of them became successful. And Asabea is the one who didn't become successful. And she's done a lot of bad stuff out of jealousy to her successful friend. Some of the things I can't say on her behalf. We would hear it from her. But one of the most wicked things she did is to spiritually tie her friend's womb in a bid to destroy her marriage. As we speak, the marriage is at the verge of destruction. Husband has sent in divorce documents. Now Asabea feels she's done enough destruction to her friend out of jealousy and pain. And she wants to find out, should she confront her friend and confess to her what she's done to destroy her, or she should just let it be and drag her from top to her level? Asabea, you're welcome.
Thank you.
How do you see yourself?
What do you mean by how do I see myself?
Yes, upon what you've been through, growing up with your friend, to what you did to her, how do you see yourself? Are you a good person to your friend? Have you been the friend she knew when you guys were little? Are you still that friend to her?
I've always been a good friend, always. And I don't see anything wrong in what I've done. She started it.
She started it?
Yes. So, my name is Asabea, and I had this best friend, very close to me. We've been friends since childhood. Yes, I think we used to stay in the same compound. My mom and her mom were friends, and we were born on the same day. And she was named Adobia.
Okay.
Yes, and my mom named me Asabea. So we've been friends since childbirth. And we promised ourselves so many good things. So we plan to work at the same company or do the same profession. We decided to be professional lawyers. That's what we decided to do. You decided
to become professional lawyers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So we went to the same school together, from crèche to kindergarten and all that, to primary school and then junior high school.
Same school, in the same area.
Same school. We always moved together. We were like twins. In fact, she's my twinnie. She is, and she still is.
In girls' term, like my twinnie. Okay.
She's my twinnie. She still is, because we were born on the same day. So she's my twin. Just that we are from different parents. Yes. We used to wear the same clothes, shoes, everything.
You did everything together.
We did everything together. We we bathed together, we ate together, we fought together. We used to go beat people. We did everything together. And even in senior high school, we went to the same senior high school, but along the line, something happened. And she did something to me that hurts me, really, really hurt me.
And is this something you've ever told her about?
No.
No.
We've never discussed that.
You've never discussed
because
that?
I think and I feel she's supposed to apologize for that. Then she didn't. Up till now she hasn't. So I don't see why, if she hasn't brought up that issue, I don't see why I should tell her that this is what you did that hurts me.
What was it? What happened?
I'm going to tell you this. We did everything together, like I said, and Arnold. So Asabea had a boyfriend. Asabea had a boyfriend. We decided that we were going to marry two best friends. Since we were best friends.
Best friends. You decided to marry two best friends.
Yes, either two best friends or twins.
Okay.
Yes.
Male twins.
Yes, on the same day and even on our birthday. That's what we. Yeah,
that's what you planned. So like you planned your lives as one.
Yes.
Even though you were to work, do the same work, go to school, marry the same day, marry two best friends, everything together.
Everything together.
Wow.
We used to share the same toothbrush. We did almost everything together. She can't go to the washroom without me. I can't go to the washroom without her. That's how close we were.
Wasn't it scary because using the same toothbrush, she can't go to the washroom without you? It's like some covenant.
We had a bond and we made a promise. We made a promise to ourselves that we were going to be one no matter what, and no one was going to separate us. Not even our parents. My mom fought with her mom, but we didn't care.
You didn't care?
No.
Okay, so what happened?
We were even tagged as lesbians in school and all that, but there was nothing like that. Until Asabea had a boyfriend. And I didn't have one. So since we promised ourselves to marry the same day, so that means I had to get a boyfriend. And then she introduced her boyfriend's friend to me.
To you? Okay.
Yes. So senior high school, we're doing boyfriend thing. Along the line, she told me, she asked if I was having sex with my boyfriend, if I was intimate with him. I said no, I wasn't. And she was like, girl, you are missing a lot. You're missing a lot. Do you know how fun it is? Because we promised ourselves we're going to break our virginity together. And then she has broken it, and she thought maybe I had.
You had broken yours too.
Yes, she has broken it and I haven't, so I have to. So I foolishly gave myself to this so-called boyfriend of mine. And unfortunately for me, I got pregnant. Yes. Second year in senior high school.
You got pregnant?
I got pregnant. But Asabea, no, she didn't get pregnant.
Then she was supposed to get pregnant too, as per the way you people do things.
Yes, okay. So the day I got pregnant, I told her, I didn't even know I was pregnant. I was just not seeing, because normally if she does her menstrual thing, a week, she does it a week before mine.
Okay.
So I saw she was doing it, and I haven't done it. So I haven't seen my period. And she was like, but I have seen my, that means you are late. So we normally, she has a grandmom and I don't, and so we normally go to her grandmom's to sleep over and all that. So she does talk to her grandmom a lot. So she used to know much more about those things. Yeah. So when she told me you are late, and said, I'm late in what? And it's like, did you protect yourself when you had sex? And I said, you didn't tell me anything. You're the one that said you went to have sex and it was nice, so I should try. But you didn't explain anything to me about protection and all that. And she was like, girl, you are pregnant. And trust me, that was the worst day of my life. Pregnant, second year in senior high school. My mom and dad are struggling. They struggled to get me there. What was I going to say to them? At the end of it, I had to drop out of school. It wasn't easy. I became a laughing stock in my neighborhood. everywhere I go. It's like, oh, so this is the girl. So those equipment and basically what work with school, you didn't learn Afra bond and all those kind of things. That's what they will say to me. I can't even go out to buy anything. A teenager. And I'm pregnant, so they felt I was the most spoiled child ever.
Around, yeah.
And what hurt me most was that was the first time I had sex and I got pregnant, and I didn't know what to do. And Asabea disappeared.
Asabea disappeared?
She disappeared from then. So I came home and then she was in school. When she comes back from school, she behaves as if she doesn't know me.
Oh.
She stopped associating herself with me. She made new friends, found new best friend and all that. And
because you became pregnant?
Because I was pregnant and I had given birth and she didn't want to associate herself with me because people were going to say she's my friend and I've given birth. That means she's also spoiled like I am.
So she distanced herself?
She distanced herself totally.
Did you try finding out why? Did you speak as sisters as you were?
I did. I used to go to, if the moment I hear Asabea is back from school, I just run to her house and then her mom would tell me, oh, then I'll go to her grandmom's place and then her grandmom would tell me the same story. She's not around. But one day I saw she was in the room and then she told them to tell me she wasn't around. That's what Asabea did.
Right.
I was carrying my child one day along the road and I saw her coming. The moment she saw me, she used another route. So one time I confronted her when I met her and she was like, oh, it's not like that. I've been busy in school. We are about to write exams, so I have to learn and all that. So, and all of you, she gave me whatever excuses that she could get. That's what she did. I really felt pain. I really did. So since then, I never saw her again. I moved from that neighborhood because I couldn't stand the stigma. I couldn't bear it. So I left with my child and I came to Accra to Hazel. And it wasn't easy.
So all this while, Asabea was still schooling and going on?
She went to the university and I heard, I used to get people telling me, hey, your twin sister, everybody thought she was my twin sister. Your twin sister is here. So the day she graduated, she didn't even invite me. It was somebody that called me and said, hey, your sister is graduating. Are you going to come and all that? That's what I heard. Like, wow, so Asabea is graduating and she didn't tell me. Well, I swallowed it all up. I did. And one day I was walking like that. I was walking and I saw a car drive and stopped and it was like she was buying something. I saw like, Asabea, is this you? It was like, hey, Asabea, Asabea, oh my God, look at you. What is wrong with you? I can't believe this. Why are you in this condition? That's what she said. I see. I don't know how I was looking like. I don't know what she saw. She was looking down on me. So I felt embarrassed.
But the levels are different. Looking at where she's gotten to and what you were doing.
Very different. Yes, you're right. But as a friend and as a sister, she was not supposed to do that to me. If you've seen your sister in ages, at least you should be happy you've seen her. Like the way she treated me.
So you felt bad?
I felt embarrassed.
So did the embarrassment show? Did you let her know you didn't like what she was doing, or you pretended to be okay? I
just kept my cool.
Okay.
And she was like, hey, what are you doing? And I told her, this is where I sell and all that. It's like, okay. And so she has moved to this estate that was very close to where I stayed. So she has moved there, so she wants me to come and see her. Like, come and see so that you can show me how successful you've become. That's what I said to myself. And of course, yes, I went there and the things I saw, I was amazed. This lady has really become successful. So much that I was shocked. I asked myself, is this the same lady that We made promises to each other that we're going to become successful one day. That this is what
this is how you guys would have been. How she is now is what you guys thought you could have been. Did she become a lawyer?
She did.
She became the lawyer.
She became a lawyer.
Wow.
Asabea.
And then what happened from then? You became friends again, or how?
Oh, she acted as if we are still friends. She did.
Okay.
So I also played along.
Okay.
And honestly, I really missed my friend. So I said, okay, whatever is done has been done. So I forgave her then and decided to be closer to her again. But deep within me, I wasn't okay. And I never forgave her. Like, I said to myself, I'm forgiving you. When she's like, she was sorry, she missed my contact, and I moved from that place and all that. That was the excuse she gave me. So I said to her, okay, I'm forgiving you.
But you didn't.
But deep within me, I didn't forgive her. I never did. I never did.
Why?
Because I was hurt. I was pained. And should I say I was jealous? Of course, I was jealous of her achievement. She achieved everything we planned to achieve together. She did. And then, this is me, a nobody, a born one. Nobody wants me.
So what did you do?
So I was just going along with her, and I was expecting that since she saw my condition and it wasn't that good, and that we've made a lot of promises to ourselves, she was going to at least help me, at least uplift me to a certain level, even if not her standard, at least a certain level.
For friendship's sake or old time's sake?
For old time's sake. Even she should at least remember our promise. She should have thought about it, but no, she did. She was always talking about her husband being a rich man, her husband staying abroad and all that, her husband buying her a house, a car and all that, always telling me about how successful she has become. So I really got angry. I did. And I'm the kind of person that life has taught me a lot. Ever since I gave birth as a teenager, life really taught me a lot. I became someone who used to go to places. I'm a very spiritual person. I do go to church, all right, but I have more beliefs in the traditional way we do things. Yes, I'm a very spiritual person. So I wouldn't want someone to downgrade me, degrade me, hurt me, and go scot-free. So I did what I knew best.
What did you do?
Okay, so I told her where I'm staying. My landlord was evicting me. I was having difficulties in paying the rent and all that. So I needed a place to stay with my child. Then and she was like, oh, my husband comes like 3 times in a year, and I have my husband's sister staying with me, younger sister staying with me and all that. You can't stay at my place, but you can visit and all that. But I can't let you stay. That's what she said. I wasn't worried because I knew what I was doing. So when she said, I said, okay, if only you can give me some money so that I can rent or pay for the rent. So she gave me money. Not enough though. Not enough.
But at least she gave you something.
She gave me something. And what she gave me couldn't even survive me for a week. And all she could say was she hasn't been paid and her husband hasn't sent her money for the month. So this is all she could gather for me. I said, okay. So this is your own money? And she said, yes, from her own hard work. I said, okay, fine. It's your money. It's not anyone else's money but yours. And she said, yes. So I took the money. And I went to a traditionalist. Means already I went there even before coming to see her. And so this is what we discussed. What do you want to do to your friend? And like, I don't want to hurt her. I just want her to come down to my level. Just as we promised ourselves. She should just come
wanted to reduce her from
just
that
reduce
to your
her
level.
from whatever level she has reached to my level. So that we could be one. Just as we used to be. Just as we promised ourselves. So this man told me, okay, then we can start from her job and all that. And so when I brought the money, he just I wrote her name.
So you took the money she gave you?
She gave me from her hands.
From her hands?
Yes.
Wrote her name on it?
Wrote her name on it, her job.
And gave to the spiritualist?
And then we burnt it. Yes. So that was the beginning of everything. When we burnt it, so I took the ashes, came to her house, and then just spread it. Just like that. Like you're casting an evil energy, like
in the house.
Evil aura in the house and stuff. So
and
then whatever bitterness you have within you, you just let it out. So that's what I did. Said everything I wanted to say. And then that was the beginning. She lost her job first then. Now she's no longer a lawyer. She can't tell me I'm a lawyer, I'm going to work and all that. She couldn't tell me that again.
But she still has the certificate.
She still has the certificate.
She can practice.
Right. She still has the certificate. And then this is where it gets dirtier. You're a practitioner, you have your certificate. This is where it gets dirtier. You've lost your job, so you'll be going around looking for another job opportunity at a law firm and all that. Since she's my friend and I could get access to her anytime I want. I do visit all the time, mostly. So we used to share the same bed. We are friends. And I don't know if she forgot how she treated me. And all of a sudden she started behaving like we were friends, just like we used to be. Yes. So when she went to the washroom, I went through her stuff. I took whatever was necessary, whatever I needed. Then I took it home. Am I a bad person?
I think you are. I mean, based on what you're saying, but
I am not.
This is just me.
No, I'm not. I just wanted her to just reduce to my level. That's the only thing I wanted.
So you took what you had to take to where?
Back to the traditionalist, to the spiritual man. Again, then he did whatever incantations he had to do on it. And I brought it back to her. Till date, no law firm wants to work with her. Nobody. No law firm wants to work with her. And then she had side jobs. Okay. So if the law then is not working, she started doing her business and all that.
You attacked her business too?
I had to take every measures that was necessary for her to reduce to my level. I did that too. And I kind of lost access to her when her husband came. So when her husband came, anytime I call her, she's like, oh, my husband is here, so you can't come and spend the night, but you can come visit and all that. So one day she called me and was like, her husband said he wanted to see me because she has been saying a lot about me too. When I was coming, I said, okay, this is the right chance for me. This is an opportunity because you are married, I am not married. And then I want to see you, you're telling me your husband this, your husband that, your husband. And now you're calling me to come and see your husband. I mean, how?
With a clear mind.
Not with a clear
mind. You are friends.
Or
you feel she was spiting you.
She did.
Like, come and see my rich husband.
Yes.
As a single mother.
As a single mother. She was so full of herself when she talks about her husband. My husband is rich. My husband does this. My husband.
But she's saying it innocently.
Innocently.
You are taking it.
No.
Okay.
That is not it. That is
so you went to see him?
So fine, you're married, I am not. We made promises to each other. So why didn't she say, okay, since my husband is here, he's in the States and all that, so why didn't she talk to her husband to give me one of his friends, just like she gave me one of her boyfriends.
Then.
So she could
do something.
Yes, if she couldn't even do anything for me at all, she could have helped me get a husband too, a good one, a rich one.
But
like
when she tried the first one, it didn't go well.
So she did try the first one, it didn't go well. So she's supposed to do that again because she gave me something that destroyed my life. So she should give me something to replace whatever I've lost.
Maybe she didn't see it as she being the one that destroyed you. I don't know if you get me.
She sees it that way.
Okay.
It's because she has no good thoughts or whatever for me.
Okay. So did you meet the husband?
So when I was coming that day, I went to buy foodstuffs and all that. I went to see my spiritualist again. I went to see him again, and I was like, so I'm going to see my friend's husband, so-called husband. She always talk about me about so, and that's when I was like, so what do you want to do? Like, okay, I don't have a husband. She has a husband. It's either I take her husband or she loses her husband. And she's my friend, and I don't want to take her husband. I don't want that. If I take her husband, that means I have to find her another husband so that we could come back to. We are all married. We all have husbands. So he was like, okay, then that means you're going to let her husband
leave her.
I'm like, well, she keeps talking about her husband. I don't think her husband would do something like that. So we came up with a solution. And the solution was to tie her womb. And initially, I didn't want to do that because I have a child and she's also supposed to have a child. If she has a child and she has no husband, I'll be happy. We'll all be the same. But the man told me, if we don't tie her womb, she gives birth, that means her husband is not going to leave her. So I agreed to that. When I was coming, I bought foodstuffs and I bought mushrooms. Yes. Tied. Really tied. Yes, very hard. I brought those mushrooms. Not from the market. From wherever I went.
From the shrine?
Yes, from the shrine. And I told her, so I prepared the soup myself. And I told her she's supposed to enjoy the mushroom. The way this, how it's tied like that. And she foolishly did what I said. She did. And that was the end of it. She wasn't able to she wasn't even able to get pregnant. Talk of miscarriage. No. For how many years? 7 years. And she has always been going here about looking. I even took her to my spiritualist. Yes.
Looking for solution.
Looking for solution. I had to do something for her not to think I'm happy about her condition. Yes. And then this is one thing she said to me. Asabea, wow, besiaba. Intino, wadanfo. Inti me nyanya fumpo na meda oba inti. Woda.
So
Asabea, woda.
So Adobia told her, you Asabea, you have a daughter.
Yes.
And I do not have a child.
Yes.
So are you able to sleep when you sleep?
Yes.
Knowing that you have a child and I don't.
So when she asked me that, I asked myself, so does she also sleep well when she sleeps with her husband and I'm husbandless? Does she? So she thought about that I have a child and she doesn't, and if I'm okay about her condition. But she never thought about my condition. So it's always about her. That's how selfish she could be.
So you tied her womb?
I did.
Did her husband leave her?
We haven't gotten to that. I tied her womb. And now she's jobless. She has no shops to talk about, no shops to brag about. Hey, I'm going to the shop, I don't have time. Hey, I'm busy. When you're lesbian, you can come and visit me at the shop and all that. She has none of it.
So she's lost her shops, she's lost her job.
Yes. And now her husband has sent her divorce papers.
Why?
Because for 7 years you can't give birth, and then he has been able to give birth with another woman. So he doesn't see the reason why he should be with her. So that's it.
So how did you know about this?
She told me. She's my friend. She always comes to me. She showed me the divorce papers. And then due to that, I introduced her into alcohol. Because that's the only solution. She talks a lot and she's always complaining. So each time she does, I just give her alcohol. And now she has become an alcoholic.
Ooh.
Yes, and I'm even scared. That's not what I vouched for. That's not what I wanted her to become. Now it has become scary. I'm scared she might one day want to kill herself because she's become so miserable. So miserable.
So you did this to your own friend because she gave you a boyfriend that got you pregnant. That's it.
You're saying as if it's so simple. She did this to me. That's what she did to me. She's the one that introduced the man to me, and she didn't tell me, she didn't let me know of things I was supposed to know, and I got pregnant, and then she just left me.
And this is your life.
And this is my life, so.
And you are thinking she's responsible for what you have become today.
She is responsible.
Your life is in your hands.
She caused us. If she hadn't given me a boyfriend, maybe I would have achieved whatever we planned to achieve, just like her. And even as of now, I think I'm way better than her because she has reduced to 0.
You've reduced your friend to 0.
And that's not what I wanted.
But that's what you have done.
Yes, that's what I've done. And
so what are you going to do?
She just has to apologize to me. If she's able to apologize to me and I let go of my bitterness, I can change things.
How will she apologize when she doesn't even know she did something bad to you? Have you had a one-on-one conversation with her to know that this is what you did to me? I am bitter about it. Apologize to me or else I will do X, Y. Did you ever have such a conversation? What if she doesn't even know that you are expecting an apology from her?
If she's wise enough, she's supposed to know. She's supposed to know she has hurt me.
So this is just revenge from you. Because she didn't apologize for the harm she caused you, you decided to take revenge to reduce her from top to down. She's lost her job, she's barren, she's lost her business, and she's now an alcoholic and talks to herself. But this isn't what you guys promised each other growing up.
That's the part where I feel bad about it because I really wanted her to just reduce to my level now. So I'm thinking of telling her. I don't know if I'm to tell her the truth. This is what I've done to you because of what you did to me.
So that you guys will have a closure.
Yes, so that I can change things, even if for anything. She's definitely not supposed to have a husband, but I can make her change. I can untie her womb. Maybe she'll find another man to get her pregnant.
You can untie her womb?
Yes. If she
how about her
me,
job? How about her businesses?
I don't have any businesses myself, so there's no way she's supposed to have one. Except we are all going to work together to get one. Because that's what we promised each other. That's it.
But can't you leave those childhood promises? Like, so me and my childhood friend promised to do things and I'm holding him accountable because I couldn't achieve it. Isn't that overstretching whatever promise you guys had?
It is not. You don't.
And you don't see anything wrong with what you've done?
There's nothing wrong. It's what I want for my friend. We promised each other to become one, to do everything together. So.
But you can't be one. She will marry. You will marry.
We were one. And then she decided to go her own way. So I had to bring her back.
So when you see her now, are you happy about what you've caused her?
I'm not happy. I'm not happy because I'm not an alcoholic and I'm not going insane. So seeing her in that situation breaks my heart.
Then change it.
Not until she apologizes.
How would she apologize when she doesn't know?
She has to know. She's supposed to know, because if she has to, I don't know, but we said a lot of things to each other. So if I
or
remember
are there
all
things
those
you are not
points,
telling me? Like, are there things you did together? Sometimes you go beyond a certain level that nobody will understand. You have a covenant. Is there something we don't know?
there's nothing more to this than a simple promise.
Ish.
Yes. And if I am fulfilling my own part of the promise, why did she not participate in that? Why did she not?
So if she had stayed with you, and also when she later became successful and met you, if she had established you, would you still have done this to her?
No, I wouldn't. If she had made me the same person as she was then, but because now she's not. Yes.
So you think she deserves everything you've done to her?
Yeah, she does.
She deserves it.
Yes. She caused me a lot of pain, and whatever she's experiencing now, it's her own karma. Yes.
Will she forgive you if you eventually tell her that you are the one behind her woes?
If she doesn't forgive me, who cares? I won't also forgive her. If she doesn't forgive me, it means she's not going to apologize to me. Then I'm also not forgiving her. Then we are both not forgiving each other.
And are you going to do more?
I think I've done enough.
You think you've done enough? Do you still love your friend?
I love her so much. I do.
Do you hurt people you love?
No, I don't hurt people I love.
So how come? Why didn't you forgive
I don't
her?
let people hurt me either. If you hurt me, I have to hurt you too.
Now, I mean, well, you guys can come in here. Her friend might not even be aware of the harm she had caused, Asabea. Should Asabea be the one to confront her and sit her down and say, today let's have a one-to-one or heart-to-heart conversation? You did this to me several years ago, and you did this to me recently when we met, and you still pretended as though I was nothing and you were everything. And because of that, I have done X, Y, Z to you. So apologize to me and let me also forgive and, undo some of the things I've done to you. Should that be the way to go? Will you call her and sit her down? Because it's been several years back. You rendered her barren for 7 years. So your even recent that you mentioned is not 2 years ago or 3 years ago. But it's been long enough. Forgive and move ahead with your life. What if it's the bitterness that's making you not prosper?
It's what she did to me. It's no bitterness. And if I'm to forgive her, that means she has to apologize to me. That's my problem. If she's able to reason well, to think that this is what she did to me, and she's able to apologize, I'll forgive her.
You forgive her. You've been jealous of your friend.
It's not jealousy.
But you admitted earlier that you were jealous at a point.
Of what she had. Because
yes,
I had
her achievement.
Yes, because we promised ourselves to achieve those things together, and then she
achieved them. And you couldn't.
And I didn't. So of course I will be jealous then, but not now. Not anymore.
Not anymore, because she's nothing. To you now, she's nothing. You've been able to reduce her. But you did all what you did to her out of pain and jealousy. Am I wrong?
Not that. When you say that, you're making it sound as if I'm a bad person.
But
I'm not.
You are not a bad person.
I was just fulfilling our promise. I was just trying to
destroy your friend's marriage, render her barren, destroy her business, drive her insane, get her to become alcoholic, and still you are not a bad person.
I am not.
Okay. We'll leave it here. We'll leave it here. As we speak, your friend is insane. Right?
Almost.
Almost. What should Asabea do? Should she call her friend, her twinnie, Adobia, have a round table conversation so that they all can put a closure to this. Because from the look of things, if there is no closure, they will continue to be like this. Even she herself, I doubt if she can prosper. Because with bitterness, I doubt if anything will succeed. Anything you do, once you have that bitterness in your heart and in your mind, I don't know if God will bless you upon all the things you've done to your friend. And for her, I doubt if she would even know that she is the cause of all the things that you say you are doing to her. So, personally, I would advise that you confess and seek for God's forgiveness for both of you. I don't know what you think out there. You've listened to the story complete. What should be the way forward? What should be the way forward? Share with us in the comment section. And if you have any story or major confession you want to make, we'll save your identity, to make the story the focal point so that people can have an input in what you should do. So share that with us. Thank you very much, Asabea. May God forgive all of us our trespasses. We're out.